Hello, is it me you're looking for? Hello, is it on? Can you hear me? Hey, K.O. Joe, how are you tonight? Can you hear me? Sweet, thank you. All right, DJ, Steven, hello. Happy Labor Day. Yes, we had a good time yesterday. Michael, heck yeah, awesome. Busy weekend between the shop and the concert. How's everybody doing? Tracy, hello. Autumn, howdy. So hope everybody had a good holiday. Nice. Did hang out with my buddies on Saturday and went with the wife to a concert on Sunday and then spent yesterday with the kids and just kind of chilled. Working on the shows, and all that funness. So, howdy, Autumn. Tracy, is it you or who? Hello, Creators Outlet. Howdy. Kind of setting like a weird angle here. This is what you don't see, like when I'm not recording. I do the laundry, so there's just a pile of clean laundry I got to take upstairs. Hello, Jeanette from Oklahoma. All right, sweet. I hope everybody had fun. Today's been a little, but it is what it is. It's a Tuesday with a Monday feel. It's one thing I hate about holidays. They throw the weird day off. So I went and woke up this morning. I was like, it's Monday. I can go back to sleep. And I went, no, it's not. It's Tuesday. I got to get up. It's gym time. I got to go to the gym. Oh yeah. It's then I got to go to the shop today and sit there for a slow day, but sit there and do paperwork forever. No, I put them away. I was moving stuff around. Hold on a second. I actually put them back in the case. Put Yoda back in this one. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I'm a total nerd here. This is just going. You guys are going to find out. Look, it's a Final 17 Ewok. It's also a Final 17. Other one. But yes, there's some of the Ewoks that were behind me, and there's also R2 units. So if you look, I must put Yoda in the other case. But yeah, that's what happens when you put stuff away and then you can't figure out where you put stuff away at. Hail to the chat. Hell yeah. So, yeah. How'd that move go, Autumn? Hope it went well. Clyde, howdy. What is Final 17? Oh, the Final 17 figures were the last wave of Star Wars figures. They literally made some weird ones. A little Imperial Dignitary, which was the worst figure ever. What's up, Gus? Steven, cool case you have one. That's awesome. I've got a whole bunch of. I even have the old school vinyl cases, which are horrible. Maybe that's right. There it is. Oh, there he is. Yep. There's Ripley Yoda. So, yeah, the final 17 were the stupid, hard to get wave of Star Wars figures. They were from 1985. It was after everything had been canceled, and they just didn't release a whole lot, which makes me mad because it's literally, I kicked myself in the butt because years ago I sold my Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper because I needed money, and now I'm running around trying to find one of those. So, yeah. Cleaning my glasses so I can actually see. Yeah. I'm not a weird guy at a Korn concert. And I had something weird happen today. My phone, somebody called, number I didn't recognize on my personal phone, so I just deleted it. And it froze my entire phone up. I don't know what the hell was up with that. It still doesn't even register that phone call even went through to my phone. So, yeah, I know the feeling with glasses. And these are just my reading glasses. I don't need like glasses to do anything. I can drive or nothing, but reading without glasses is horrible now. You need bifocals. So I just have like regular glass and then the magnifying part. So I actually read because, as you can see, that's books everywhere. Books. I don't know. Yeah. Holy crap. The worst part about it is that I found out I needed glasses during the pandemic. I was sitting there complaining to Tina. I was like, man, I'm getting these horrible headaches. I can't read. And she goes, have you tried my cheaters? I'm like, what? I put her cheaters on. Creator. Yeah. Mine's stacked floor to ceiling comic books and vinyl, and you see more vinyl. Hey, look, I just got that Dorothy album like 2 days ago at the concert. And then I just got, for you nerdy anime fans, I just got this bad boy. It is, holy crap, 5 records. I got lucky. I found that thing on sale. Holy crap. Yeah. Oh, yeah. COVID, when it happened, I was reading, what's up, Borf? I couldn't see, and I was getting headaches, and then Tina got me some cheater glasses, and I'm like, oh my God, I can actually read. And then I just started reading. Everything wasn't nailed down. So I'm one of the people that what up, Jay? I consume the printed word. And yeah, that's where this spawned out of too, by the way. During the pandemic, I started group therapy to basically bring back my old public access television show. And that sort of spread into public group therapy, and then Saturday morning serials, and then Sci Fridays, and then Anime Source. And then the shows I'm working on with Tina, which got kind of pushed back because of things and her starting a new job. So hopefully soon we'll be back to that. Maybe about 2 weeks, I will start working on that again. So we'd be ready for I think we're going to drop them around Halloween time, so we can get the Doctor and the Witch back and some other stuff. So, yeah. He says, well, hello and good night, Jody. Captain. All right, Clyde. I will do what I can about Captain Taylor, but I will have to move that to Patreon. Captain Taylor has been weirdly taken down, but not all of them. I don't understand why, but I have been I started this week for people on Patreon. I have been doing a Patreon only episode, technically. You get a full extra show. and creators. Me too. I access movies, band interviews, and shows. I did anywhere I went, man. I did interviews and put them up there. Yeah, I did a year. I did a 1 season, technically, I guess. So, a lot. Now I miss it all. I keep going down by the TV station where I used to work at, and I wanted to go down and go, hey, do you happen to have any of this stuff still floating around? Because my friend that used to run that TV station passed away, so I no longer have any connection to that TV station. So I'm sure it's all gone. I'm sure it's all been thrown in a dumpster somewhere. I do have the raw footage, which is kind of cool. So one day when I dig that out, I'm going to transfer it all over digitally, and you'll see 20-some-year-old Paul in 2001, 2002 doing my show. And when I had a less, I think I don't know if I had I think I just had the goatee and the mustache at the time. So it's The Sword, the band The Sword. Autumn, yeah, love that band. They were back together. They announced they were breaking up, and yeah. Oh, Jay, I've done a lot of Filmation shows. Yes, and we're going to bring back the all day Filmation day again. I'll be doing some reruns and current episodes because we do Brave Star, we do She-Ra and He-Man and stuff like that. So we'll bring it back. Yeah, we'll definitely do some more Filmation. They still play stuff that I did 35. I have not been in that town in forever. I probably should go check their public access channel, but I don't even know how to do that because it was all still over the air. It's now all digital. I don't even know if that channel, I mean, the building's still there and their sign's still there. And I don't know. But 35 years ago. Good evening to you, Captain. Hey, Tim. Howdy. Yeah. So I can't remember. Somebody asked me if I would tell them one of my stories that something from like last week. I had to explain. I was talking to Rob Liefeld the other day, and I go, "Yeah, Rob Liefeld got me kicked out of freaking Motor City Comic Con," and then I talk crap about him on the internet. No, Tracy. Quantum Leap is definitely a no. Clyde, my masked alter ego, will host from time to time. CX1 will appear. I was thinking about I have done the Justice League. I have done the Atom, Green Lantern, Hawkman, those. Weirdly enough, I can't do. I've tried to do Superman, Batman, and Superboy, but they said no. So YouTube said no. Plastic Man, I can't do Plastic Man. I've tried to do that a couple times. So yeah. So yes, CX1 will be around. Hey, Big H, morning. Oh man, I'm glad it's not morning here. I don't want to start this day over again. It's the end of the day. I can finally relax, even though I was relaxing at the shop, being irritated because it was slow. My phone crashed on me, and I was fighting with that, and yeah. Willie. Nobody forgets about Willie. Not morning here either. Okay, good. Oh my God. People ask me, they're like, "Man, you just wish your life away." I was like, "Nah, I just wish like 2/3 of it away." If I could. Val wants me to ask if you need any 3D printer supplies because his cousin doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I got people do 3D printing around here, but they're so flaky that they come in and then they disappear, and then they do work for me and then they disappear, and then I don't know. I'd like to get some stuff 3D printed. I found a really cool. The one guy posted it up. It's free. If I hear for the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, yes. Love me some Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I don't have any yet on this week. No, yes, I do. I do have one Hanna-Barbera cartoon already on there for this week. I've already got Friday night and Saturday night done, and I am currently working on Saturday morning. If Garth Brooks comes into your store, do you run? Nope. I did get to see Darth Brooks, the guitar player for the band Galactic Empire. You know, Jeanette, I have thought about doing the old Superman cartoons. Steven Dynamite is a no-go. I've tried that, but maybe check Patreon. I've been putting fun stuff over there. Yeah. What about the Night of the Exploitation? I am currently working on that, Clyde. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, send me a message there. I am working on that. I'm trying to figure out what movies I want to do. Because I think I might do 3. So I'll do 3 different genres. I wish I could do GoBots and Galtar. I think there's like literally only like 1 episode of Galtar that you can get past YouTube, which is weird. Yeah. I think I'm going to do 1 Blaxploitation. Yeah, probably Yo Caps collections. Yeah. And I can't think of what other ones I want to do. So it might replace Clyde. It might replace like One Night on Fridays, but it will not replace Force 5 stuff. I think I've done Force 5. I'd have to go back through all my paperwork and check and see what else. Newfie, what up? Just show Superman 2025. That was a surprise. YouTube and Warner Brothers. Yeah, dude. There's been somebody who's been putting stuff up like on YouTube, and it's been lasting like a couple days, and I don't know how it's happened. They put Alien Romulus up. They put Hellboy Crooked Man up. They put Superman up literally the next day, and it was up for like 2 days. My buddy was in the middle of watching Romulus when it dropped, and it cut out and stopped like right in the middle. I can't catch 25. I do like that. Yeah, Force 5 and 8th Man. Yeah, I do 8th Man off and on. Willie. That's my early morning cartoon, what I call my pre-cartoon. Probably Third World too. It was an Indian YouTuber. I could definitely see that. There's I don't even know. There's so many rules and stuff on this stuff, and then with everything, with the Mill Creek is now going to be producing all the BKN cartoons and stuff like that. So they took those away. Are in the process taking those away. I am slowly taking the old episodes in their entirety, because I still have them all, and switching them over to Patreon. So those will be free, and you can just watch them over there in their entirety. I'm putting a little something over there, but yeah, I'm surprised you don't have it. Yeah, I technically I just found out I did have a Discord, and I don't know how, because I don't remember ever setting one up. I got an email from him like 2 days ago. And I'm like, when the hell did I get a Discord? I'm not gonna lie. I'm so illiterate on some of the stuff. I'm not even sure how I even do that. So, yes, Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs I have aired. Willie, Voltron is a no-go. Yeah. Can you do Astro Boy? I've tried. I'm going to try again on that one, Jay. I know that some of that old anime is weird because it's the difference between the American version of it and the Japanese version of it. So, but yeah, I don't understand. There's certain things that I do not understand how I can even air. But there we are. We're doing it. So let's all forget about that Discord. Some oddballs. What? So when they logged into YouTube. Gallo Express 999. Yes, that's a great one. I think somebody's coming downstairs because it is 8:21. He should have been in the house 21 minutes ago. What up, Big Vince? You gonna say hi to everybody? Break it. No. Hey, what you doing, bud? Everybody says hello, Vince. But yeah, Bionic 6 Norris was one of the first shows I ever tried to air on here. And that was an immediate. NBC went, no. I got the big disclaimer from NBC has told you blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that was a definite no. Because I have a bootleg the box set for Bionic 6. Yeah, denied 100% there, Clyde. That was like, shut it down. NBC's weird. Some of the NBC shows, no big deal. They'll whatever, whatever. And then there's NBC shows that are like, no. I don't know. Vince is grumpy today. I don't know what's up today. So it's kind of strange. YouTube won't let you show Voltron win a lot of anime YouTubers. Yeah. I've tried to show it and immediately gets, I think it depends on the episodes. Because I know because I get a lot of people ask or like Terrahawks. I don't know what it is, but they have like something encoded. So you'll have a half-hour long episode or 22 minutes or whatever it is. And it'll be like 30 seconds here and like a minute 15 here. And it will just these little tiny pieces. And yeah, I don't understand. NBC, I think no one. Ernest CBS. I think Ernest might have been CBS. Marine Boy. You know what? I have not watched Marine Boy. That's like I've tried to air because we get a lot of people asking for Mantis on Sci Fridays. I've aired the pilot movie, no problem. I've tried to air the individual episodes, and YouTube was like, nope. I think I've aired one episode of like Frankenstein Jr. Went to run the next episode. No. I don't understand YouTube's algorithm. I don't understand stuff that gets tagged. I don't understand any of that. Because, man, if I even had an inkling, like 50% of the knowledge that I need. Tiger Sharks, I have aired. Those are early episodes. I will bring that back. Oh, yeah. I've even tried because there's an issue with that, Michael. Shout Factory has the rights to all of the Japanese Voltron, even Voltron, the one that we didn't get here in America, because I've tried to air that one and I just took it over and threw it over on Patreon. So yeah, Linus the Lionhearted, Milton the Monster, even Batfink. Yeah. You don't understand YouTube because you're not batshit crazy. Big H, I am 100% crazy. Maybe I'm just not crazy enough or that level. Jeremy of the Jungle. Yeah, definitely. They are. I've been hit with one of my other channels. I had to cut out like 15 minutes of an episode because we were talking with a punk band from I think up by Akron, I believe, and they literally wrote a song about killing pedos, and I should kill unaliving pedos. There we go. Let's see if we can get YouTube not to. And YouTube was like, no, you can't say that. I'm like, I think that's the one thing everybody agrees that we can say. The Mighty Hercules. I have done some Mighty Hercules, Willie. Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse. Those are on my list. I'm not gonna lie, this week is I brought back Kimba again this week because you all guys seem to really like Kimba. I don't know. I like the what I call my zero cartoon to be a 60s cartoon. That's why I did it. Public service, yes, 100% Big H. That is a 100%. But not that, not batshit. Yeah, Big H, 100%. I am I got to be a little crazy to do what I can. Michael, I did do the cartoon, but the live action was a no go. I know, another weird one. I don't understand the algorithm. I ran all 13 episodes of the animated Planet of the Apes cartoon. Tried to do the live action, and they're like, that might be something I tack on because what I'm going to start doing is putting the Patreon only stuff, and I'll tack a full another cartoon or like cartoon or show or another anime past what we can, stuff that I know will not show on YouTube. The Wuzzles, that is a Disney thing, and that's another one that's weird. I've ran some episodes of the Wuzzles back in the day and then tried to run another episode and it got shut down. Went to a different one, they said yes. Went to another one, said no. So I just kind of gave up on the Wuzzles because they end up being like a huge pain in the butt. But that being said, what I find weird is droids you can air. Ewoks, no. I don't understand. Rocket Doodle and all dogs go to heaven. That I might be able to get past those. Don't f with the mouse. No, Borf, you do not mess with the mouse. They will come down on you. There's like three things you don't mess with. You don't mess with the mouse. You don't mess with the track. You used to not mess with Star Wars, but now Star Wars is under the mouse. So you don't mess with the track, and you don't mess with the Harry Potter. Those guys are litigious as hell. The George of the Jungle Herd. Yeah, I might be able to. You know what? Surprisingly enough, man, almost all the Nintendo cartoons I've been able to air. All all those, like, no, but yeah, you do not want to like bootleg any games or anything because they will come down on you like a hammer. Hillbilly, Wuzzles, Care Bears, Alvin and Chipmunks. Care Bears is another one. I've tried to air like episodes and it said no, but I aired I think the movie and it said yes. I don't know. The Ewok Show, yeah, the cartoon. Gummy Bears. Oh, I've tried to do Gummy Bears and they said no on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I legit have the Ewoks, the Caravan of Courage, and the other one on Laserdisc. Guyver. I have ran episodes of the Guyver on old episodes of Saturday Morning Serial. Is one of the last shows. I will probably move Guyver and any animated related stuff over to the excuse me, over to the anime source. I don't know. But like anime stuff is there. Live action Guyver. Oh, I love that show. I've legit got that on Laserdisc and DVD. I got to get the second one. I don't have Dark Hero, which is free. Yeah, I will say yeah. The live action Guyver is definitely falls in. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is weird right now. Do you have TikTok? Not anymore, Tracy. I let that lapse. Yeah. Yeah. H, that will. The Gummy Bear song is definitely one. Oh, no. Ian, Thundar is a big old no. Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I've ran a bunch of episodes of Cowboy Moo Mesa. The Star Trek cartoon is a no-go. Paramount is no. But I think since there's that big loophole, I'm going to try doing the fan created Star Trek TV shows and movies. If you guys want to see that on like Sci Fridays. If you don't, yeah, Turtles and Batman's are great. Space Ghost, some Space Ghost, yes, some Space Ghost, no. 60 Space Ghost, no. 80 Space Ghost, yes. I don't get it. So you guys, would you, yeah, Galaxy Express 777. Would you like that? Do you guys mind if I do like fan? Because I know I did the Mad Max Hope and Glory one. The I would like to do like maybe like one Friday a month. It'll be Sci Fridays, fan service, like fan films or something like that. The Fanimation, Star Blazers, Techman, Space Knight, Super 6. I have done Super 6. Star Blazers, we've done Star Blazers. I got to bring that back. Here's a twisted idea. Speed Racer. Yet again, another one that I've tried to air and they've said no, but other people have had no issues with it. So I also don't get that. I've talked to some other creators out there and they've put stuff up on theirs and it was fine. I put it up on mine. No, cancel. And I asked them, I'm like, hey, did you have any problem? They're like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, all right. So I've seen it a lot. So get something rare. Yeah. I'm always looking for different cartoons. Like, I brought Ed Grimley back. I brought Pigsburg Pigs. Boulder, if you could do the movie Funky Forest. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Sounds like a marathon night on Discord. Oh my god! You know what? One of the funnest things I used to do back in the day was a friend of mine used to run an exploitation night. It was after we got to go to the theater to do this. When the theater closed, when the last movie ended, that's when we got to show our movie. The movies, and there were some nights where he's like, "You guys want to watch another movie?" We're like, "Yeah, let's watch another movie." And we're like rolling out there in this daylight. You're like, "Oh, why did I do that?" Oh my god, you do Discord broadcast? No, not yet, but evidently I really need to look into this. Maybe I'll have my son help me. The sons that you guys never see. Actually, if you go back in the old episodes of the group therapy ones, you'll see my son Brandon. Joe is being online freaks him out. Being like, is he's afraid people will talk poorly of him. But he's also one of the best people you'll ever meet. The movie Heavy Metal. Oh God, I wish, Jay. I legit, Jay, like literally like maybe 12 feet away from me, I have an OG original Heavy Metal movie theatrical poster. So Reign of the Conqueror. Oh my god, I forgot about Reign of the Conqueror. Those Eon Flux, I'd probably say no because it's a Paramount product. So no going heavy. Yeah. I am such a heavy metal fanboy. I have the theatrical poster. I have it on vinyl, an original vinyl, not the reprint stuff. And then I have, of course, the CD, and I think I have a cassette still. And flying around me. Yeah, that's such a great movie. I've actually got to see that in the theater like 3 times. I need to turn. Oh my god, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Max out. Me and him had a talk a while back. He comes in the shop and we chit chat every once in a while. You still have the soundtrack on cassette. Dude, Ian, I still have like 500 or 600 cassette tapes. So Heavy Metal 2000, That was weird. Heavy Metal 2000 was based on a comic book called Melting Pot. Um, and since Kevin Eastman, who owned Heavy Metal at the time, had the rights because that Melting Pot was when he had by him and Simon Beasley um, was a uh, kitchen sink press which he owned too, and he just decided to make Melting Pot Heavy Metal 2000, which and it still has a pretty good soundtrack, but for the time because it's all like new metal and stuff like that, but yeah, it was weird. Galaxy Rangers has been shut down, Willie. All my episodes that had Galaxy Rangers has been killed. Um, Jay, no on Knight Rider, any of them right now. I've even tried to do Knight Rider, Team Knight Rider, the super obscure syndicated show, and no. With actual soundtracks. See, I'm still working on stuff, but it's stuff I'm not gonna be able to do on YouTube because YouTube is very getting stricter and stricter almost constantly. I literally had the 100th episode of Sci Fridays get taken down. I had to edit that, and then I just put the full episode back up over on Patreon. No, I know. Yeah, Knight Rider 2000 was the I would say a pilot movie, but yeah, Buck Rogers. No, I tried Buck Rogers. They say nope. Mofo Zombie. Used to be in a band called Clowns. Howard Stern mentioned us in the dumb cock. That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. See, that's I think that's some of the stuff that's gone to yeah, no on Battlestar Galactica too, because that's an NBC product. Some of the stuff they have licensed out to other people, and they say no, which is weird because like there are cartoons that are currently on Tubi and Plex and Prime and stuff that I've aired, but then there's other ones that there's shows that I'm running on Sci-Fi or Anime Source, sorry, that's on Crunchyroll. But literally, irresponsible Captain Tyler got taken down because Crunchyroll. So I don't get it. So this Marvel with Rogue grabbing a hold of Carol Williams. One of the best things H was when somebody made the little GIF of Carol from Captain Marvel when she pulls the newspaper down on the girl on the old lady on the train, and she's like, bitch, we got a problem. And somebody superimposed it being Rogue, and it goes, we might. And I'm like, oh, I want that so bad. Gatchaman or Pokemon? I would say definitely no on Pokemon. They are litigious as hell. Willie, some of the 60s Marvel stuff I can get away with. I tried Thor recently, and Thor wouldn't go. But I have aired, I think I've done Submariner. So, oh, God, the heavy metal movies is horrendous because there's the massive soundtrack on that one. Okay, thank you, Tracy. I will check that out shortly when I actually. Oh, there we go. Digimon. I could try Digimon. I'm not sure exactly if that will slide through. And rebrand your podcast. You gotta love that. They tell you don't ever rebrand yourself if you can, so people know who you are. And I've also been told by many people like you want to focus on one thing. You want to focus like you have the wrestling guys. You had your I want to see. Yeah, oh God. You know what's funny, Willie, is a few years ago I used to do on my Facebook page, and we used to do the who'd win fights, and I had Big Barda fighting She Hulk, and most people voted She-Hulk. You are less stressed. I can sense it in Louisiana. I am a lot less stressed. Things have mellowed out. I had to deal with some. I know I'm a 51-year-old man. I still got to deal with parent problems. Uh, but no, it's. I'm not gonna lie. It got real stressful there. You know, it can never go wrong rerunning Nowhere Man. Yeah, Clyde. I think I'm gonna take a break from it though, and then I'll get back to doing Nowhere Man. Give it a week or two before I bring it back. So, yeah, I would love to be able to do Hulk. I've been. That's just it. I can show Amazing Spider-Man, but I cannot show Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends. The cartoon came out at the exact same time. Star Wars too, Attack of the Clones. Oh God, I loved it. What I should do is like the what was it, Be Kind Rewind, where they did all the movies with what they had to do, like the RoboCop and stuff. Just do it. Literally have like all those helmets over there, and I got another one today. I forgot and left it at the shop. I got my Death Trooper helmet. So yeah, Big Barda is not a slouch. Severely underrated couple right there. I love Miracle Man or Mr. Miracle and Miracle Man. Completely different thing. And I heard an adult joke about Daredevil and She-Hulk. You know what? People say Matt Murdock's blind. I'm like, have you ever seen all the girls that he's messed around with? And man, it's not blind. Although I'm not gonna lie, me and my son were watching the old school the Daredevil Netflix and now the Daredevil Disney Plus show, and Karen Page shows up, and I'm like, life does not go well for Karen Page before too long. So, how about Spider-Man versus Magneto and Amazing Spider-Man? I think I've heard that episode. I'm like 99% sure I have. Fantastic. Do you want to see Fantastic Four? Dude, I showed the best Fantastic Four movie ever on my 100th episode of Sci Fridays, the Roger Corman version. Yeah, I love that. I have a massive soft spot in my heart for that one. I love those early, late 80s, early 90s fantastic comic book movies. So, yeah, the 1994 Fantastic Four movie there, Jay. The one that never officially got released. They made the documentary about. Not gonna lie, one of the coolest things I've seen was the fact that they took the actors from the '94 Fantastic Four movie. They got that was basically just a rights movie, so they could keep the rights. Those people appeared in the new Fantastic Four movie in cameos. And I don't know who directed that movie, but I will give them 100% credit for doing something that cool. Thought exercise. If you lived in Gotham, how long did it get the hell out of town? I would have never moved to Gotham. The sun never comes up. I am a night person, but that would be book. I have showed some of the 60s Fantastic Four there, Willie. The ones I've been able to air so far. Taught to eat green. That's horrible, Michael. It's funny, but it's horrible. That's like, that sounds like Chris Columbus. Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for the people who go back to the source material. As you can see right there, the Dark Phoenix box, the end of the Dark Phoenix saga. I think Marvel could just stop doing that. That would be awesome. That is a book that took 5 years to get to that point, and that's not something you can do in a 2-hour movie. It's not even something you could do over like 2 movies. So, yeah, I wouldn't live in Metropolis either. Maybe like Coast City, maybe like Central City. Because at least the rogues, Flash's rogues outside of Reverse Flash are just kind of dicks. They're thieves. They don't kill people. So, yeah. The Shazam cartoon. I've tried that one, Willie, and there's a no-go on that. Cyclops is such a tool in my book. He ruined the Dark Phoenix. Yeah. But I end up, you know what? I used to hate Cyclops when I was young. I've always been a Wolverine fan, going way back before people actually gave a crap about Wolverine. Um, Maybe, I don't know, like 6 or 7. So, um, but then I realized, it was the T-shirt that says Cyclops was right. I'm like, it's only Coast City, only Green Arrow villains. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do oh God, the one that was I'm drawing a blank. Green Lantern's city that got wiped off the map. If Fantastic 490 wasn't used as scam to be right. Yeah, dude. That is literally the best looking thing and the best looking Doctor Doom. So yeah. Oh my God, Steven, that would be awesome. I would love to say Coast City. Yes, Coast City. What's Green Arrows? Yeah. Yeah, I got wiped off the map. And then he became the evil Green Lantern who stole all the rings. I wish I could find it. There's actually a picture of me. I literally have like 20 Green Lantern rings on my hands. And I did the whole Green Lantern post. I'm a Justice League fan. I too like the Justice League. I'm the weird Justice League. So I love like no, Sin City. Pff, no. Although Rosario Dawson was really hot in Sin City. Yes, he was possessed by Parallax, but I do love the whole him stealing all the rings. I wasn't real impressed with the Parallax reveal that he was possessed by the yellow thing, but yeah. So, although I'm not gonna lie, I am one of the dumb comic books that I absolutely still love to this day. Is Amethyst Princess of the Gem World. I started reading it when I was like, I don't know, freaking like 7, 8 years old, somewhere in that ballpark. And then they made it canon that the gems that are inside the giant power batteries come from the Gem World. And I'm like, that's legit. I like that. I did like that. I am a Spectre fan, Michael. I'm still a Jim Corrigan guy, but it'll always be Jim Corrigan to me. Magneto was right. Cartman was right. Stellar Killer, can't remember the name, was right. Civilization is doomed. Yeah, pretty much. Oh my God. The whole scene in that X-Men 97 series where Magneto comes out and has that big speech, and I'm like, oh, that's too good. That's way too good. Lost on a cartoon. Aquaman, I get it. There's a lot of people who poo-poo the Aquaman. I am not one of them. Yeah. But she's a sycophant, dude. Yeah. Aquaman. I'm a big fan of the Peter David run. I love the whole. Yes, I know it was part of the grim and gritty era, but I still liked it. Oh God, yeah. Name Gambit. Remember it. No spoiler alert there. For those who have not seen a cartoon that came out like a year and a half ago now. Oh my God. That cartoon, X-Men 97, has no right to be that good at all. It is like chef's kiss, high tier cartoons. And I'm hoping that with the new when they're bringing back Spider-Man 2, I hope they do a good job on that. I am a little disappointed that the showrunner had to leave, though, which is kind of bums me out. DC, we still can't figure out how Aquaman is like number 2 in DC movies for superheroes. It's definitely up there now. I mean, I don't think it's number 2. Because I mean, the Superman and the Batman movies have kind of pushed that. So, oh yeah, the Atlantis Chronicles. You know what? I liked the blue wavy costume, and I don't know why. I just thought bright orange and green. Yes, 97 X-Men, so good. Um, I remember a buddy of mine who had to point out to me one time. He goes, "Hey, he goes, you ever watch the old Spider-Man animated series?" I'm like, "Yeah, the one that came out in the '90s." He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "He never punches anybody." I went, "What? He does do punch people." And I went back and watched it. Out of what, like 5 seasons or whatever, how many seasons that show ran, he only punches like I think like 4 people. And most of the time he uses like the web balls and he like kicks people, but he doesn't punch people. And I'm like, what? You don't, once you see it, you can't edit. Oh, I love Nightcrawler. I like the new Superman H. I thought it was I thought it was a fun movie. I loved. I'm a Guy Gardner guy. I think Nathan Fillion is Guy Gardner, not who I wanted it to be. Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk should have been Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. That's what they should have done. Mind you, I like Guy. I think he does a good job because he is getting a little old to play. Either Nathan would have had to play Booster, but yeah. And the guy that Metamorpho, that was really good. The Atlantis Chronicles. Yeah, I have that series on the shelf at the shop. Found it, bagged it up, put it as a collection, stuck it out there for sale. Nah. Oh yeah, Steven, yeah. With the giant mech robot, and it's like a Sentai type. Yeah, love that. It's so that's batshit crazy. That is 100% batshit crazy. Oh man, yeah. I guess Nathan Fillion has never dropped the F bomb so many times in his life until he started filming that. Um, and I love Peacemaker. Oh God, if you would have told me John Cena of all people would have turned out to be one of the best actors out there, I'd been like, nah, whatever. Then I'm like, that's crazy. They did. I actually liked the Blue Beetle movie there, Jay. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah. How about Tales from the Crypt? Tracy, I sporadically been doing Tales from the Crypt Keeper on Saturday morning, which I haven't done for a while. I need to bring that back. I don't know. I can give it a try. That's the best thing I can do. So you know what was really funny, Jared J, is and I know what I was going to tell you. So somebody asked because we were talking about Zolo, the kid who's from Karate Kid, and he's also Blue Beetle. I met Horror Hound a few years back, and yeah, definitely. So I'm sitting there, and I'm in the food court area, and I'm eating with my friends, and Ralph Macchio. It's crazy. Like Ralph Macchio is like 62 years old or something. He's like 60 odd years old. So, how about the Friday 13th TV show? I have been airing that every Friday for a while now. It's literally going to be this week too, Steven. But I'm sitting there in the food court eating and stuff like that. My friend and his, now ex-wife are walking out in front of me. I'm talking to this dude, not thinking about it because he's got a beard and stuff. And we're talking. He's like, "Hey, having fun today?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having a good time." We're sitting there just talking, walking through the convention hall. I don't think nothing about it. And then I walk up. I'm like, "Hey, man, have a good one." Fist bump. We walk away. And somebody goes, "Do you know who that was?" And I'm like, "Some dude." And they're like, "Dude, that's Zolo. That's the kid from Karate Kid. He's here for the." I'm like, "All right, he's a cool dude. I don't know." And then later on, same day, I'm in an elevator riding up or down, one of the two, I can't remember. I'm talking to this girl in the elevator, chit chat, not thinking nothing about it because you're in an elevator, you make small talk. Ends up being the girl from the bad girl from freaking karate, the Cobra Kai, not Karate Kid, Cobra Kai. So yeah, nice girl too. I mean, she's also a child. So um, I'm getting to that age where I'm old enough that I look at people like, oh, you're a child. Shut up. Yeah. No, see, that's one of the things I do love about going to concerts and look around. I'm like, am I the oldest one here today? And there's an old man. Sweet. I'm not the old guy. Uh, man. Yeah, I'm from Bermuda. Hey, Blue Bayou. What's up? You know what? Maybe I should try that, Willie. I think I can do the old Buck Rogers cereals and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. Jay, 65 years young. Yeah. Seen him. Have you seen hired from Vegas to be a friend? You know what? I forgot about that one. I do need to watch that one. Yeah, like I said, I would never see. I'm not gonna lie. Used to hate John Cena. But I have friends that are wrestlers and they've done like dark matches and stuff, and they've been, security or local, whatever people, local law enforcement and stuff like that for the WWE, and they've come back to me like, dude, you don't understand. John Cena's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He goes, he will make sure that he shakes hands with everybody, he greets everybody, he says hello. If you want a picture or something like that, he'll take a picture and whatever. He meets all the kids, and he will stay there until they are done. He's the first one there and the last one to leave. And I went, wow. And so I gained nothing but respect for John Cena. Newfie, I'm 16. Yeah, 60. Me and Tina always have this discussion. I have no intention of ever growing up. I've seen too many of my friends that are my exact age, and they look 10 years older than me. And I'm like, dude, just go out and have fun. Don't, I don't party. I don't drink. I don't do any of that anymore, man. I hang out with my friends. We go to literally an anime club. We go out to dinner. We'll go like Cracker Barrel, Waffle House, stuff like that. And I still game. I still collect comic books. I still collect toys. I still like going to concerts and stuff like that. The only difference between, 19-year-old Paul and 51-year-old Paul is I'm now married to the woman I was dating and have children. So, oh, yeah, I would love to go back. Oh my God. Now, don't get me wrong. I would never go back to being high school. Never go back to high school. No way. I hated high school like with a passion. Not a school kid. I was one of them kids that was too smart for school. I know it's like a weird brag, but I'm dyslexic, so 61 is due 16. Yeah, Blade. You know what? I'm going to look into that, Willie, because I was just thinking about that a couple days ago. I got put. They were like, oh, he's slow and doesn't comprehend what he read. And then they found out that I was like, oh shit, he's smarter than every other kid in this class. Go back to 20, dude. There's one thing. I think why I'm doing this now is because I missed out on so much of it when I was young. I had to grow up pretty quick. Parents got divorced, took care of the house, cooked dinner, stuff like that when I was young. Had to get a job at like 14. Didn't have to. My parents made me get a job at 14. Missed out on so much other stuff. Ultraman. I probably would say no because Shout Factory is really, yeah. Star Wars pillowcase from 78. Yes, Blue Bayou. I still have my Star Wars blanket, my Empire Strikes Back blankets. I still have some of the sheets, and I think I still have at least one pillowcase. I had a Star Wars Episode 1 blanket that just finally fell apart. I'm not going to lie. I think my blanket that's on my bed upstairs might be a Transformers blanket. The damn thing is so comfortable. I can't complain. So, see, that's what sucks. My wife has this big poofy blanket, but I find I don't like the material. I don't find it comfortable. I legit bought a set of Transformers sheets and blankets at a garage sale. I couldn't tell you how many years ago now. Washed them all up, and that blanket is one of the most comfortable blankets I've ever had in my entire life. Oh man, Michael, you still have your Voltron ones? Sweet. Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. Oh man, Jay, I really should. That's another one I think is Shout Factory. I'll have to look into that. So go back to 1980 when you're 10 years old. Oh my god. Me and Joe have the weird discussion. Like we will look at stuff and like if you could go back to a year and you could go do one cool thing in that year, and I go, man, I'd go back to 1979 and go see Alien and watch and wait for that scene where the alien, pops out of the chest, so I could be like, "It's gonna happen, guys!" Because they wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about. Pound Puppy's bed set, neat. My one buddy who's a professional wrestler, because you guys, I don't have it here anymore, but I had my big title belt. And because you should walk upstairs like dressed, because I have a big furry blanket that I can wear with my big wolf's head that's right here, and with the belt I can go up the bedroom like, "Good time for the champ is here." Oh, Batman Superman curtains from 76. That's awesome. Taz, not Tags. Yeah. Down here on my couch is my Spider-Man blanket but it's from I think the late 90s, early 2000s, and then Vince's Sonic blankets over there. So I would go back to 77 when I went to the disco. Oh my god, I've only been at like, I don't want to do that again. I've only danced disco when I've been like super inebriated, and I don't want to do that again. Although me and my wife are maybe going to go back to the we're trying to get a group of people to go back to the Anime Cafe, because on Fridays they have karaoke, and we want to do Baby Metal and the Cowboys, Electric Cowboys, Rat-a-tat-tat, except for the girls are going to do the guys parts and the guys are going to do the girl parts. So we have to learn Japanese. We'll do so be all goofy and stuff. It's fun because I used to go and we used to have fun just doing karaoke, and then people started taking it way too seriously. And they'd come in like, "Oh, these people suck. Listen, they can't sing." I'm like, "I love Baby Metal. I'm not gonna lie, I freaking love Baby Metal, but give me chocolate, yeah." God, what? Borf, my musical tastes are schizophrenic, as my friend Dr. Zombo told me. Literally, I went and seen this summer Clutch. I just seen Dorothy. Sunday I'm going to see Ailstorm, not Hailstorm, Ailstorm, the pirate themed metal band, in 2 weeks. A few weeks ago I saw Galactic Empire. We saw The Warning, and I've gone to seen synthwave bands, 80s hair bands, hardcore death. Dude, I've seen hardcore and death metal and black metal bands, which is crazy. Sammy, hello. My music is okay. I'll have to check it out. Hey, what up, BP77? Yeah. So what's going on? It's not Friday. We are currently talking and asking questions and all that fun stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little parched though. Stupid fly. That's the only problem with the captain's quarters down here in the basement. I got flies that come up the drain in the laundry room. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I do this because I love having fun. So it's just a lot of BS. Yes, we love BS in here. Did you ever come down for the W? Oh my God, Chris, I have not been down to the WBEBN fireworks in a long, long time, but I have been. Like, God, probably late 90s or so, maybe. Um, yeah. Yeah. I hadn't even thought about that in forever. Um, so, yeah. WEBN. I remember we used to get them really good, and now we can't. What, live cap on Tuesday. Mars, yes. Every other week we do a live episode, which normally lasts about an hour, but we're over an hour right now. And you guys can ask me questions, ask me, what I'm trying to bring to the show and stuff like that, and all that funness. I can say this, like, my Saturday morning cereals is my I don't know, my favorite child, I guess. The Sci Fridays is my middle child, and then Anime Source is almost just a science experiment that I just keep messing with because I'm like, I have fun with that one, just putting that one randomly together. It's a passion project. Yeah. I don't That's just one I just absolutely have just I don't I legit created a whole nother character to be on the show. Um and that is going to get, I'm not gonna lie, that's probably going to get even weirder. So me and my friend were talking about it. He goes, I created my own multiverse. Since Friday night is just the captain, Saturday mornings is Captain Cartoon, and then I created CX1. I just do all kinds of stuff. Glad. Dude, H, you don't even understand. I've legit had to ban people from the shop because they were just there too much. Is the best along with you, Vince. Thank you, Jay. Vince. He tells me he doesn't want to do it, but he's the first one down here helping me. He comes down. He has everything ready. He gets the robes ready. He gets our hats ready. So yeah, I'm biased towards NWA Pro Wrestling. Wrestling will probably come back soon. Yeah. Bring home posters. Original movie. Oh, that'd be awesome. I have a really good friend who he brings me original posters. If you could look around, literally on the wall here, I have a Prom Night 3 poster, which no one ever remembers. That is Deadly Blessings, as an early Wes Craven movie poster. That one is literally just the Hellboy poster that I absolutely love. Over here, I have Heavy Metal. I have It's Alive 2. And, The Exterminators. Right, Exterminators. I think that's, no, which one is that? That one is... Sorry, not Exterminators, Eliminators, with early Denise Crosby before she was Tasha Yar. Still want you at GeekCon Shreveport. Let me, you do H. If you could talk to them about getting me down there, I would love to come down. Unfortunate news. I was supposed to be doing Haunted Scream Expo at the end of the month. That has been canceled due to some health reasons. I have not been given a definitive answer yet on what happened. But that's where we're at right now. It kind of felt, I don't know. There are a good bunch of people that put that on. It's a shame. I hate to see that go. We need to do a crossover for It's Alive versus Rosemary's Baby. I always thought we needed a Rosemary's Baby Exorcist crossover because I legit think they're made by, I think they're both Warner Brothers, so that could happen. Fun facts with the other. I'm having fun doing the fun facts with other Terry. Yeah, cool, Jay. I love the fun facts. That's good stuff. Yeah. I want to see Galaxy Trio with the team. I have done some Teen Force. Those will be back, Willie. I did a lot of that Space Stars. So you had Space Stars, you had Teen Force and Space Ghost and Herculoids, but the 80s version, which is weird things. So yeah, in the hallway up there, I have legitimately a Godzilla King of the Monsters poster, the newer one, not the OG one. And I have a Conan knockoff poster. I have a Conan knockoff poster because I have Deathstalker 3 and Sword of the Barbarians because I like my weird. People say I'm Conan knockoffs, but they're just sword and sorcery ones. The Hunter of the Future is in the hallway. I got to finish doing it because I legit have a original OG Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome poster I need to hang up. So, oh yes, Steven, I got to see that in the theater the week it came out. I was so happy with Godzilla -1. That's literally what my kids got me that for my birthday. They got me the Blu-ray. So WCW in the mid '80s. Oh yes, that was the NWA era of WCW. I was a WCW guy. I'm an Arn Anderson guy. I'm an Arn Anderson because he always just looked like a dude. He never looked like, the pretty boy. He never looked like the super jack, He just looked like a dude that beat your ass. So Spanish assigned to a town in Mexico. So he wound up Power Jesus. Conan the Librarian. That was good. With the Vince. Yes, Blue, he loves doing it. I'm as a father to an autistic kid, anything that makes him social, yeah. WMC Grey Wolf, yeah. Oh shoot! So I remember the other question somebody asked. So I would tell my Mortal Kombat story because we were talking about that because of WMAC Masters. Years upon years ago, our local mall had an arcade in it, like most malls did at the time, and they had a Mortal Kombat tournament. I think it was Mortal Kombat 2 at the time, and I go up there to compete. Well, they brought in Kung Lao and Jax to come in and do their shows and stuff like that. They did all their martial arts. They signed autographs and all that fun stuff. So after that whole thing, the tournament began, and it was all randomized. So you couldn't just pick your favorite Mortal Kombat character and just spam moves and stuff. So it was all, and then you hit the start button, and that's the one you got. So literally, I think I'm in like the second or third round, and I'm going through, and I hit the button. I get Jax, and I'm like, damn it, Jax sucks. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, he's right behind me, isn't he? And I turn around. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, but this character sucks. And he's just like, it's all right, man. I'm like, okay. And then the kid got Scorpion, and he like beat my ass with him. So I was like, I was out that round. So yeah, Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat. I know it's weird. I absolutely love Mortal Kombat Gold for the Dreamcast. That is probably my absolute favorite Mortal Kombat. So, but that's my how I embarrassed myself in front of Jax. I did get to meet the guy who was all the ninjas in the I think the first two games. I can't remember his name, but he's kind of an a-hole. That's probably why I just put it out of my mind. I think the following year, same con I ran into Space Ace. Oh my god, that was a great game. I just got Space Ace in at the shop for the Sega CD in Dragon's Lair. Morgan Lofton, that's right, the Baroness from G.I. Joe. That is one person I could not talk to. Not gonna lie, I was a weird kid. I had a crush on the Baroness, and is that no? It's just that's the arcade 1-up cabinet there, Big H. I wish it was the big one. I had a chance to get one of the great big ones, and I measured it, went and looked at it. I had the money to buy it, and then realized there is no place I could put that thing. Um, I want to say it was like 8 foot wide and just shy, like right around 6 foot tall, and it was massive, and it weighed a ton. I would have had to get like a U-Haul to go pick it up. It wouldn't fit in my van at all. I also had a chance to get the Star Trek game where you fight the Borg, that big set down one with the guns. The full cabinet, not the one. It's just the console, but yeah. So I've actually got two of the arcade one upstairs. I have one here and I have one upstairs. One I got in trade, and the other one I bought at a. Here's the funny part. I bought one, got one in trade. I bought the one off a guy about an hour away for like $100. Sold that to a dude. He traded it back to me. So now I got both. I got two Mortal Kombat cabinets. Actually, back here in that corner is X-Men, Turtles, Star Wars, Mortal Kombat, the Marvel, and then Marvel versus Capcom. And then upstairs is Rampage and Mortal Kombat 2. And I do have the Street Fighter cocktail cabinet. And then on the bar, see that green spot right there? Next to that is a small barcade of Space Invaders. So yeah. I literally everything I've ever really wanted is now down here in the basement. I wanted my own room as a kid that was I could just do whatever I wanted to. Mind you, I had my own room, but of course your parents ain't gonna let you do shit in there. Then I had this little tiny room when I actually could do stuff with it, which is funny because I was going through and I still found all my old movie posters and posters from that era. My buddy keeps trying to talk me out of it, but because I have the OG original 1990 Christina Applegate, Kelly Bundy posters. And he's like, do you ever want to sell them? I've had people try to buy them off me like left and right. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll keep them. Still have. Dude, I want an Alien versus Predator cabinet so bad. Oh man. I'd say the other one I almost bought was this is when I worked at a hotel. So I had absolutely no place to put it because I actually lived at the hotel too. There was an apartment, so I wasn't living in a hotel room. But I could have bought one of the big ass DDR machines, and I was trying to talk them into let me put in an arcade in the hotel because we also had a restaurant in there. And I go, look, we can both make money, blah blah blah. But they wanted half, and I'm like, well, I'm paying for everything, I'm fixing everything. Well, they're like, you're using our electricity, and I'm like, yeah, but am I using that much that you want half? I was like, I'll give you 25%. And then we went back and forth. And yeah. Yes. Don't tell mom the babysitter's unalive. Yes. Yeah, she was very much unalive. Oh, man. Oh, God. Jay, every once in a while, I will just hook that up and I will play through and I'll pick a character and just play it from beginning to end. Galaga. I used to love Defender, which is great because Zaxxon, not Defender, Zaxxon, sorry, and still do. There's so many games I absolutely love and I suck at. So, crap. Well, guys, I am going to get ready to go so I can get back to working on Saturday's show and go get the Vince and see what he's doing. Had all the money on here. Great punchline. Oh my God. I wish. It's one of the ones where now I have the money to afford kind of what I want, and I just buy it. Are you streaming? No, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I will. Tomorrow I'll be shooting all this weekend shows. So literally shortly after I get home, I eat dinner and then I start working on the shows. So yeah. So man, this has been fun. My 18-year-old son. He must be the person I know. Oh, Blue, that's great. Vince is my buddy. Actually, I'm really close with all my kids, but man, me and Vince are just. What's up, world? He kind of coming here like last second. That's awesome. He's my buddy, and I love him so much. He literally will hang outside because he knows I got packages coming in, and he knows that he knows all of our mailmen and mail lady, so mail people, whatever. So, all right. Well, I'm going to bring it to an end. Michael, cool. It's like, yeah, YouTube has notified me. I don't know how to even fix that. I've had people tell me that world that would, yeah, dang, right at the very end. People are not getting my update, so I am sorry. Which is weird because man, all my numbers like last week were really, really good. Now this week they're kind of down, so I don't know what's up with that. Other than it being a holiday weekend, so people are away. Before I go, let me guys. Do you like what I'm doing with Anime Source? Do you like what I'm doing with Sci Fridays? And the weird stuff I'm doing with Saturday morning serials. If you have any questions, just let me know. So we'll be back in probably 2 weeks. I'll be back. I don't think I have anything else. Anime Source. Okay, cool. Found you organic, like flipping channels. Hey, that's kind of what I wanted, and I appreciate it. So, Anime Source is great. Thank you. I'm working on that one. I just absolutely have fun with Anime Source because that was just my goofy passion project, work in progress, science experiment. So, all right. Thank you so very much, all of you guys. You are all awesome. I appreciate every one of you, 100%. ET game for fell in the pit. Deal. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Crap, we're coming in on before too long. We'll be hitting 5 years, and that's just insane to me. And so I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I really do. You guys are a blast. Thank you guys for being, reaching out and saying hello to Vince. You guys are all awesome, and you guys all take care, and I'll see you again soon. See you Friday night, and then Saturday morning, and then late Saturday night or late Sunday morning. So did you ever finish Gotcha Man? No, I got to get back to Gotcha Man Fighter. BP, sorry about that. That will be back. It may be back as early as this week because I'm not finished with this week's episode yet. So, all right. Well, you guys have a good night. It's been a blast talking with you guys and hanging out. And man, Michael, I 100% know that I have OCD and ADHD and I probably touch of the tism. So, so good night, all. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.